going to take my glasses off. Just kidding.
Hello, everyone. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, geez. What has happened now? God damn it. Ah, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
My webcam has acted up, and I don't know why.
It doesn't like you.
Indeed not. There we go. Okay. Ugh. No, don't suggest this ever again. All right, here we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that takes place in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain. And 5 of my friends are brave enough to play in there because you got to be brave to have fun. And that's what we're doing. 6 of my friends are brave enough to play in there. You may notice that 2 of these brave players are unavailable this evening. Amber, who plays Ozo, is unavailable, as is Mike, who plays Justin. Oh, and I've Got It has just reached a 25 stream streak. How inappropriately appropriate. Gotta love that. Oh, and NYC Zom just resubscribed, although the alerts are not apparently working. Oh, God, all these technical issues tonight. I'm sorry. All these things should be popping up, and they're not. Oh, well. I just hate it all. Well, we heard the alert. That's good. We just didn't get the fun little GIF image. I'll look into that at a later time. Anyway, before we dive in, let's go around and introduce ourselves. I need somebody to roll a D30 for me to get the questions rolling. It's nice to be back home where I have my setup back to the way it is.
I'm still not sure what that's like, but I'm here in yet another different place.
I've got it. Thank you for the Pikachus.
I rolled a 2.
Great. Everyone, please introduce yourself, your character, and answer the question, does your character have any allergies or sensitivities? And does that affect their life in any way? Are they, like, mildly allergic to tomatoes and they get a runny nose when they eat salsa? Or, like, how does it work for them? Something like that. As someone who does not have any real significant allergies, I don't know what that life is like, but I empathize with those who do. Empathize? Empathize. Huh. Empathize, not emphasize. That's a different word entirely. I empathize.
He wants to emphasize how much he empathizes.
That's exactly what I said. Thank you. All right, we're gonna start at the top of the ladder with Sarah,
who inevitably takes a bite of whatever I'm eating every single time, despite knowing that I'm first. Hi, I'm Sarah. I play Andra Grandspark, the halfling Wizlock. And I think Andra is certainly very sun sensitive. Like not in the sense of like vampires or whatever, where like it's painful, but I think she probably burns very easily, and is very she certainly overheats easily, as we've seen repeatedly in our things, that she is she's definitely very very sun sensitive and very heat sensitive. She is not a desert child.
Fair enough. I dig that. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got Matt.
You caught me right before I put some food in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, it's Matt playing Corvus, the Changeling Rogue. I would also say, at the risk of sounding boring and repetitive, that Corvus probably also has a mild sensitivity to the sunlight. Does he have any other weird allergies? Let me just try to make one up canonically right now. Can't eat radishes. Makes his throat itchy.
Okay. Very cool. I dig that.
I love radishes.
Radishes are delicious.
I was trying to pick something that wasn't like a favorite of mine, but I didn't hate. I feel like radishes are like solidly in the middle. He can live without.
Fair.
I'm fairly neutral towards them in general, but I do appreciate them on like a taco or a tostada or something.
Sure.
That like fresh crunch I do appreciate, but like just
Pickled
like
radishes are delicious.
Pickled
know-
radishes. Also,
But also
roast-
just like
roasted
a summer
radishes.
salad
The first
with
time-
Correct. If they like get dark because you caramelize the sugar. What we're
Yeah.
saying here is Corvus is missing out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm having regrets now. Oh well, it's canon. Sorry, I can't change it.
there it is. It's locked in. Thank you so much. Next up we got Tanner.
I'm Tanner. I'm playing Moonbeam, the Hexblood Bay Knight, and I just also think it's funny that the two people with the Sunnet version don't come from a realm that's never seen the sun. Just pointing that out. I would say he has an aversion to the Prime Plane.
All right. Not too
Lesser
fond of
beings
where
in
he's
general, He's allergic to.
at. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's weird.
I can't say the sun because then I'd be repetitive.
That's fair. It was a little too easy for everyone that decided to play UO characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for you guys. We're not going to be seeing the sun anytime soon.
Yay.
We'll find out. Next up, we've got Jeff.
Hello, I am Jeff playing Selenar, an elf druid, and I'm going to be even more boring and just say no.
Very cool.
Fair,
Not
fair.
that he is aware of, which, he's into trying new things and hasn't found anything yet. ...
That's cool. I like the idea of a druid who doesn't have an allergy because why would they?
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, like, usually I try to play into these questions because I think they're generally a cool thing we do at the start of the game. But for this one, I think just no is the answer this time.
That is an option. That is valid. Very cool. And thank you all so much. And lastly, I am Jared, and I play everyone and everything else that is not one of the 6 player characters. And some people in Nuuli have allergies and some people don't. It's just the way it works. Anyway, that all being said, it's still Pride Month. Happy Pride. Send money to your favorite gay or queer or whatever.
Ooh, look at my pride nails.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
These are
fancy.
very excellent. I love this.
Fancy.
When I was in Atlanta, I was on standby for like 3 days, and I almost went and got like a mani-pedi just because I've never done it, and I was like, maybe I should, and I
So good.
I wish that I had.
I
Although
have 2 different sets of rainbow striped nails, and none of them are with me on this particular journey. So at some point when I go home, hopefully before the month is over, they will make it onto my
Oh,
nails.
Okay.
are you still in your childhood bedroom?
Terrible,
No.
terrible ally. Fail.
No, I am not in my childhood bedroom. I am now upstate. I'm in my 3rd location in 3 weeks, none of which is
That's your
actually my
home, isn't it?
primary residence. It sort of is, but I don't have a lot of things. Like a lot of the. Usually, if I'm up here, I'm dirty and gross, and therefore I don't have things like nail polish and cosmetics up here.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yes.
I don't
no,
even have like dress clothes up here. Like I think I have a nice shirt.
That's how it goes sometimes. All right. Well, that all being said, let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, the Dead Ringers awoke from a series of strange and varied dreams in the warmth and security of the Rajah's palace in Madanat. That morning, they dined with the Rajah and his family at breakfast and were introduced to his royal purchaser to assist their needs, a feline named Flock of Geese on the Meadow. They were also informed that the Rajah would be hosting his very first Chuuppin ball. A massive ball, a fete, a party, a gala that the entire city attends or otherwise participates in. There's a lot of very large festivities, dancing, foods that happen at the palace, and it's open to everybody, and like in the Marble Rising. There are also little auxiliary stages and locations throughout the city, because logistics. After arranging for their... and then this is the event that Justin, as the local boy, was able to tell the others that he has experienced maybe only 2 or 3 in his entire lifetime. This is not a yearly event. It only happens on special occasions. These Chuuppin balls. So it's a fun thing. After arranging for their shopping with the purchaser, Selenar and Corvus made their way to the temple district of Madanat, which was not overly busy, they noticed. But Corvus inquired about the bell that they had discovered in Cliffside at the roost of the fated matron, where an acolyte informed him that such a device as he described is heresy to the matron, and if he brings it to them, they would see it destroyed. Corvus then attempted to produce the bell, but then thought the better of it, unsure as to if he could really trust these people or not, having just met them. But he realized he was sort of contradicting himself. And after that discussion, in a chat with Selenar, he asked Selenar to have Ozo attempt to steal that bell that evening while he was asleep, as he now suspects the bell may somehow be influencing him. Then the pair continued on to the Reaping Domicile, the shrine to the Harvest Mother, where Selenar asked about a supposed expert on lycanthropy, a traveling cleric of the god Hegemony Toothmaw. The cleric aiding them, Hope on the Balcony, did not seem too pleased to discuss this particular cleric, but did agree to inform them that if that quote-unquote traveling reprobate came into town, he'd let them know, and the pair then exited the temple. So we zoom back in to Madanat with the city bustling, the late morning becoming warm. Those of you out in the streets and city can hear the buzz and the thrum of people beginning to talk about the Chuuppin ball. Little kids have no idea what it is, and they are hearing stories of it from parents and grandparents, and maybe older siblings. But people are beginning to talk about it as you kind of wander about the streets. Back in the palace, Andra,
Yo.
you had asked to have a merchant show up with some spell components.
Yes, or a introduction to a magic shop that I could patronize. Yes.
Why are you patronizing people?
Yes. Have you met Andra?
Yes. And Lunine, you had asked for an armorer, or a weaponsmith, rather, right?
Yeah.
But you had specifically asked for someone who deals in magical weapons.
Yeah, and like stuff that can be a little bit more like custom made, possibly.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, Lunine, you are summoned by the purchaser to a certain room. A page shows you the way through the palace, where she is there with a couple of like brawny individuals. One seems to be a human woman. One seems to be like a person of orcish descent, more masculine in appearance. And then the third one is kind of a small, wiry human man. And she says, Marquis Dusklight, allow me to introduce you to 3 of the finest weaponsmiths we have here in Madanat. These 3 will hear your request for this customization of a weapon that you are interested in. And then it will be your choice amongst them. She introduces first the woman. This is Hesa, one of the finest we have. And then Uklon, pointing to the orcish individual. And then Fren, the wiry one.
Pleasure to make all of your acquaintances.
They all kind of like nod. Fren is a little more frantic and kind of like does a little quick like double nod, like, yeah, it is.
So, I am a twin sword fighter, and I lost one of my blades. But I prefer short swords, but if you guys know how to make anything with a lighter material. And then we've also been having to deal with some werefolk. I don't know if there's anything extra possibly with that. But I would also, if possible, even if it's just decorative, like to use the materials from my old weapons and the new ones.
They all kind of look at each other, and Ukla speaks up first. Well, what is the material? You are just wanting a short sword to match, or a set of short swords?
A set. I know the blades I have can't be made into more blades, but maybe just used as decoration. Just something from home, but I'll present my short sword that I have and the dagger that are both opal wood.
Their eyes go wide as they kind of approach, and they all kind of like look at you like, are they? Can we inspect these items?
Oh, of course. I'll pass them over.
Yeah, so they take a look at these guys, at these three little friendos, or these three little, these three people take a look at these two little weapons that you've got here. Ukla is kind of like really intensely examining them. Husa is a little bit more less like she like takes a good look at it and then kind of like stops. Fren, however, just glances over them and just kind of nods once. You can see that he like picks up each one, gives them a little swing and kind of a tongue, and then puts them down. And kind of just nods to himself. Husa is like, so you would like us to use this material as adornment and not repurpose? This short sword is expertly made. I just wish to understand why you would wish it. I will be honest, it is a material I have heard of, but I am unfamiliar with. And I believe working it requires some intense magics.
It was just a thought, but I do need. We have been going up against things that require a bit more, and so I do need better weapons.
Friend speaks up and says, that's opalwood, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That grows with you. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Opalwood can grow with the wielder if they're strong enough and willing to be a part of it. Yeah. That's the rule. That's the rumor, anyway. From what I know, I've studied some things like this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
But
for now,
if you don't mind, I can try something. I read about it.
Go on. Be my guest.
Oh, okay. You prefer the sword or the dagger?
Preferably both.
Okay. Hold the sword, please. Kind of out like this, so it's flat.
Looney will hold out the short sword.
And now, put your other hand around the blade as if you were holding a staff.
Okay.
Now, according to what I read, you have to think about envisioning the wood being a part of you and you being a part of it, and the sword being an extension of you. You have to give yourself to the sword, and if you can, if you're strong enough, it will reward you.
Interesting. I don't want to eat up everybody's time.
Well, give it a try.
Okay. Looney will just kind of focus on the blade, kind of like the same way he reaches out to like feel the force around him and stuff when he's in one.
Yeah. So you feel your sword as you would a forest, and you kind of dive yourself into the blade as best you can, and you find that it does respond to you. And you begin to see a vision in your mind of a twisting bramble, and then it zooms in and you see a thorn. And as you see the thorn, you feel hands smack your hand over the blade edge as Fren claps his hands around either side of your hand that is clutching the blade, causing a deep gash in your palm. You open your eyes and like guards in the room like move to like hold up weapons to him, and he like lifts his head up. He's like, "That's part of the rules. That's part of the thing. Part of the thing."
I read it.
You look into your hand, and it is cut by your own blade, and it is bleeding profusely.
Mm-hmm.
But that like opaline wood of your sword that acts so much like a metal but is wood. It's wood. It's porous, even though it looks opaline and acts like metal. It's a weird magical substance that can only really grow from one place. You watch as the blood on the blade seeps into the wood, and that kind of pearlescent purples and blues that kind of shimmer across the blade become tinged with like turquoise and green, as though the blood was mixing with the colors. And soon enough, the blade matches the flecks of green in your skin and the color of your hair. Indeed, the blade now looks to be an extension of yourself. Your opal wood blade is now a +1 weapon.
Ooh.
Hello, Ari Boops. Happy Pride.
And it matches your eyes.
It does, yeah. Yeah. So you've got a +1 sword now. Yeah, I think maybe it worked. Yeah. Yes. Maybe the guards can lower their weapons now.
I believe so. Gods, I believe it's fine.
They kind of like go back and relax. He's like,
I'll just second wind and heal myself up for whatever the damage was.
yeah. It was really only superficial. It was like 1 point of damage. So.
Right.
But yeah, you can fill that up. Great. So Ukla is like, well, You still want another sword, yes?
Yeah, if I can get one to match, that would be amazing.
Well, I don't think we have any material like this.
I trust you guys have felt what the material feels like and can make good judgments. Whoever feels up to
They all kind of nod and say that they all feel up to it, but basically the expenditure of resources and time would be significant. So it's a matter of whose design, and they've all brought like samples of weapons for you to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Ukla kind of like has his wrapped in a burlap bundle. He seems very like aggro about it. And he puts it down and kind of unfurls it all. And what you see is very sharp, finely made weapons. They are aggressive looking and to the point. Like there's not a lot of embellishments on them. But you like test a few out and they are perfectly balanced, perfectly weighted. They are made mostly to look intimidating, as well as to be functional.
Mm-hmm.
Husa has a couple of cases brought in that she like opens up one, and it's one of those ones where as you lift the cover, like multiple tiers kind of like do unstack.
Cute.
Yeah. And hers are, again, excellently made, razor sharp, but much more elegant and kind of have more of a flair to them. Like basket hilts and like the odd gemstone embedded in something. Like scroll work along the blade edge, or the hilts are fashioned as like wings of a griffin or something with a griffin pommel. That kind of embellishment. Fren has like a barrel that he wheels in. And like the barrel is full of something, sand maybe. And then just there are swords just like stuck in there that he motions for you to take a look at, and you pull them out, and they are insane. They are sharp, even though he's kept them in sand, which is kind of impressive. Like you do like essentially like a reed test where you like just slice a reed and it slices right through. The embellishments are much more subtle here. You can see that like each weapon is like crafted in a idea, in a theme. Each one unique. Each one's got a little maker's mark somewhere on it, either on the blade or the pommel or the hilt or the handle or the haft or whatever. And each of his blades, he's like named each one or given each one a name, and he like tells a little story about it, about how he forged it. It seems like he's very aware of what he does, and while his blades are not as intimidating as Ukla's or as fanciful as Husa's, they seem to be just ever so much done with just like that much more care. But his style is much simpler than Husa's and much less aggro than Ukla's. And those are kind of the three smiths before you.
Choose wisely.
At first, I was thinking of like going for the aggro blade because it would be more counter to my other one. But I like the sound of a weird blade too.
Yeah.
I'll go with the aggro blade.
Okay.
The intimidating one.
You go for Ukla. You describe what you want. You select Ukla. You describe what you want. And he kind of nods. He's like, all right. And just to say, like, these are all going to be like mundane weapons. Like, these are not like enchanter smiths. Like,
So it wouldn't be like a +1.
No, crafting a magic weapon is another skill.
Got to.
And is rarer at this point in time on Nuuli. So most magical weapons are either inherited or found and are like relics or that kind of thing. From ye olde days where they were much more common.
Got it.
Not to say it cannot be done, but it might require like also engaging the use of like an enchanter or something like that. But that does take significantly more time.
Right. That's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that there aren't people who may or may not have them to sell. Like, you know that your friends have asked for weapons or magical item purveyors to appear here to buy stuff. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this. Oh, I mentioned just like I come from like this insignia from my home is like wool, and so I'll just let him see if he has any ideas with that to like mess with it.
He nods and he's like, the wolf is a very strong animal and imagery. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with a wolf.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. Crafting something like this that I have in mind will probably be 3 days and maybe 125 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, does payment now or like half now? Like, how am I doing this?
Half now is fine.
Yeah, I'm giving 75.
Okay, great. He takes it. The other two nod and are shown out. He takes some final measurements, like of your hand, of your height, of your arm reach, and like how you anticipate like stowing the weapon and and all this kind of stuff.
And I'll show him my like trickster step technique and how I go for attacks while doing that. So maybe that helps him.
Yeah, he watches and nods and kind of watches your movements and kind of gets your fighting style and the balance. Yeah, and he nods and he's like, okay, yeah, I can use this. This will all be useful. It will be a exquisitely custom weapon for you, sir.
Greatly appreciated.
And he kind of nods and bows and out he goes.
I'll asking for Tanner.
Yeah.
Because I don't know now the same range of prices anymore. Like accessories for like that are enchanted. Are we in the price range of that yet, or no?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. You kind of broke up. What was it?
Like enchanted accessories. Like, is that like a common thing or no?
It depends on the level of rarity. Like common is a magical rarity that like is fairly easy to find. And then it's just uncommon and rare. Like you're probably not going to find like an artifact sitting on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah.
But like uncommon things, rare things are even possible. But like they're going to be expensive if you buy them from a shop.
Right. I just was curious if there's like places to peruse. I could do that in like Discord chat if you want.
Yeah, there are definitely places like that. And you know that a couple of those operators are coming to the palace for the others at some point to like offer certain items for their perusal. So you can you can piggyback on that meeting definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to do that though.
Yeah.
That
great.
costed a lot less gold than I was intending, so.
Yeah. I mean, like 125 for a custom sword is like that is expensive. That is out of most people's reach, but you just happen to hit a big payday. Yeah, and so
Mad
after
and is tax free.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know that.
I go to the bank to convert all of my gold to Electrum.
Yeah. The flock of geese, having witnessed this whole thing, comes. Marquis, would it be rude of me to question as to if you would like to interview some enchanters for this weapon once it is completed?
If that's within my pay range and time frame.
My research for the Raja has indicated that it depends on the level of enchantment one is seeking, and then it's just a matter of time. I understand that it can be quite a long ordeal, although there may be people who have ways of speeding it up. I'm just unsure.
If it's a feasible option, I am open to it.
I'll make some inquiries.
There's other merchants coming here. I'm open to seeing them as well, seeing what they have.
Of course. And she departs to do some research and make some inquiries for you. Meanwhile, Corvus and Selenar, you have left the shrine to the Harvest Mother. Where are you off to next, or are you returning to the palace?
That was the only errand Selenar really had.
Okay.
He wants to go armor shopping, but he's under the impression that that's going to come to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Selenar's done, then the next item on Corvus's list was also waiting for the armorer to visit and the magical.
Oh, I somewhat would.
Oh.
Selenar is interested in I don't know if this necessitates an RP scene, but he wants to purchase a new journal. He is going to be copying a sort of a record of his adventures thus far to send home.
That's easy enough to produce at at a couple of different stands here that you can find on your way back. A journal like that, I think, is going to cost you about 2 gold pieces.
Great. And that's going to be Selenar's main project over the next 2 days. When we're not actively doing something as a party, he's going to be at a table in our suite with his journal open on one page and furiously copying onto another journal.
Okay.
So
Cool.
If that comes up to any other players, you want to be like, "What are you doing?" That's what Selenar will be doing.
Nerd.
All right. Very cool. All right. So you buy this journal. You return to the palace, about midday, in the heat, while you're still staying cool in the palace, you have a little luncheon, and you are all asked to come forth as the merchants you have asked for have arrived. The first one is one that some of you have met before. It's a Pyrenex named Sinjay. So he's like a dark-skinned elemental fire person, like elemental touched by fire kind of guy. Hair kind of smoldering and a little orange at the tips. The other is a feline man in very fancy robes, kind of with a not quite a turban, but more just like a head wrap that his two ears are poking up out of the top of his head, out of the top of his like head wrap, and kind of an open purple vest and matching like balloon. What are they? The balloon pants. What are those called?
Pantalones. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
like harem pants. Or?
Harem pants. That's the ones. Yeah. And that's and he's introduced as Quill on the table. And they've each come with a little cart, or not a cart, but like a carriage, really, that is filled with some of their wares that they are off to show you. Sinjay has brought an array of spell components that you might be interested in. So there's all sorts of spell components. So if you have any, he's brought a bunch. If you have any specific ones that you want. And then they both have items, an array of items that are often people are interested in. Corvus, you immediately see that Sinjay has a pair of goggles of night vision.
A pair, you say? Sinjay is the one I met the last time where I was unable to afford it, I think, right?
Correct, yeah. So he's brought them.
Great. I, not to cut the line, but Corvus will go straight to Sinjay and wait for his RP session.
Yeah, he recognizes you, I think.
Oh, rude.
Well, does he or does he not?
I don't know. I was in there so briefly. Do you mean was I
You're the
wearing a mask or
changeling.
not?
Yeah, were you masked? This was, you may not have been masked because this was like post your wanted poster.
Correct. I think I was unmasked and oh yes, I looked like John Finbeck.
Yeah.
With the mustache. It's just Corvus with the mustache.
Yeah.
That's the disguise. So I am not wearing the mustache. I am clean shaven.
Okay.
I did not think about this meeting in advance. Oh wait, no, did I? No, I made a point to say when I was out that one day that Corvus would assume the. No, that gets complicated because now I would just be Corvus now that we know who did it and they know it's us and we're not wanted. So
You walk
No
up
mustache.
and just sprout a mustache on the spot.
on one side to the other, just a wipe across.
Like a chia pet.
Anyway, so I'm gonna and if he doesn't recognize me, I'm not gonna pretend to know them. I'm just gonna go say, hey, yes, I believe you brought some goggles of night vision. May I?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Now, let me test my knowledge. Is one of them somewhat reminiscent of some cat eye goggles, and the other one looks like the sort of owl-themed image that we see if you were to look up the magic item on D&D Beyond?
Yeah. One of them is decidedly more cat-themed, and it's kind of like swimmer's goggles, but like cat-shaped. And The other one is the other set with the blue lenses is more bird-like.
Okay, so I'm
It's
going.
it's not quite an owl because they don't have really owls here. It's more like like some other kind of corvid, like maybe a crow or a raven or something.
Oh, okay, great. Well, it's already sort of up my alley.
Very
I'm gonna
thematic.
pick that one up and inspect it, and I'm gonna sort of go to like, may I try it on? Is that asking too much?
No,
Or are you able to adjust the fit?
well, it does have this handy adjustable strap on the back. You see, you just loosen this here, and it's got like a little strap that you can adjust. You know, like anything else. You never know who's going to buy these sorts of things. So.
Oh yes, of course. Of course, like Corvus immediately in his mind is like, I can just make my head fit this thing. Why did I open my mouth?
The changeling is concerned about the goggles fitting his head.
Yeah. He blushes. What was I going to ask? Oh, I have maybe a strange request. How do I put this? I was wondering if there was any way to maybe incorporate these somehow into an existing mask of some sort. Is that something that is even remotely possible?
Perhaps. What is the? Is it a mask that requires? I mean, it is possible.
I'll show him my mask, the Corvus mask, and say it maybe doesn't have to go in this per se, but perhaps there is a way we could fasten a mask around the goggles.
And it's just that like featureless mask, right? That just kind of like
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah, I realize that these goggles have more features than this mask, but this is sort of my vibe. I'm just curious if we can make it more of a full facial covering, if that makes sense.
Yes, given this mask is fairly ordinary looking, I would have to. Most of the magic items are in the lenses and in the settings, so I could potentially remove it and transfer it into here. I would have to adjust the mask a little bit. I'd have to change these eye brackets a little bit and that sort of thing. But it is possible for me to insert them. Yes.
Okay. I think I would be interested in that, perhaps. I'm definitely going to purchase the goggles. If you need a little more time to sort of fashion a plan about how this would work, that is totally okay. I am happy to wait a bit and maybe even consult with you if necessary on a design.
Well, if you just want them implanted in this mask, the goggles are 550 gold pieces, and the extra labor to implant them in the mask is another 100 gold. So that's 650 gold pieces.
Now, before I ask this in character, I am going to say that according to my notes, the goggles of Night Eye were 425 the last time I went to purchase them. Has inflation arose, or?
You don't know?
I don't know. Okay. I'm going to say, I see. Well, may I inquire as to why the price has risen so much for these goggles? It was but 425 gold the last time I viewed them.
Risen?
Yes.
I don't recall you coming to my shop.
Well, but I do recall coming to your shop, these goggles, and the ones that are beside them that are a little more cat feline-like. I'm just curious, is there a valid reason? Has there been some terrible tragedy at the shop that has incurred some...
Well, times are always hard, and and you can see he's kind of like struggling.
Surely you don't mean to.
No, not. I'm not. It's make an insight check.
Okay.
On a 16, what you get, Corvus, is he's didn't know that you had like visited before, so that kind of caught him off guard and kind of threw him for a little loop. The other thing that you catch with a 16, just barely, is that he may have done the merchant thing of like upsell to higher clientele because he is in the Raj's palace.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought was happening.
Mhm.
Who else is in the room with us? This is just like him, a couple other merchants, and the woman who's been like showing us around.
It's the purchaser, the guard. There's a couple of guards because there's always a couple of guards. The other merchants here as well, talking to whoever you're not talking to.
So I'll say, listen, I don't mean to embarrass you. But you have to understand I have saved quite some time for this. Despite my current temporary housing, this isn't my usual domicile. So I'm willing to give a rate of $450 for the goggles. A modest increase over your last quote. And what did you say the service charge would be to fasten these into the mask?
It's another 100 gold for the labor and materials and transferring the enchantments and the various materials from the goggles into your customized mask.
Should we say 550 gold then? Does that sound fair?
Agreed. And he
Very
puts
well.
puts out a hand and shakes yours. You give him the 550 gold. He takes your masks and puts it in the little box with the goggles you have purchased to go back to his workshop, and he will bring them in 2 days when they are done.
What he doesn't know is I was likely to tip him before this happened, but no longer.
Hey,
Oh well.
he's doing his
It's
thing.
lost.
You're doing your
Actually,
thing.
yeah, well, I mean, whatever. It's less than I would have tipped him, but he still made a little more than what he asked for the last time.
Okay, great.
Better be good.
Meanwhile, Quill on the table is showing Selenar and Lunine his wares. He's got a variety of stuff. What are y'all looking for?
Well, we're not looking for armor. Just if there's any like enchanted rings or other various things that I could use.
Yeah, he's got
Shoes.
he's got a lot of stuff. Go ahead, roll a D12 for me. And a D4. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. What you find, Tanner, is you're kind of like looking over his wares here, Lunine. Is there's something that just draws your eyes. It appears to be a kind of bronze stylized mask. It's got like from the nose, it kind of like goes down deep and then kind of flares off on the sides. And it's in a glass case, kind of set back. It was kind of like covered with like a piece of fabric, and you kind of lift it up and look at it. And it's sitting on this black and white pillow.
Might I inquire as to what that is?
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see, sir, this is the mask of the death knell. Very rare. Very valuable, yes. It is something that will take your enemies with you if they strike you down.
Molded.
Yes, but useful.
You said it goes. Is it like a masquerade mask?
Kind of, yeah. It's very stylized. The legends say that it was once a death mask to a mighty hero some thousands of years ago, recovered from his tomb before the destruction of the breaking.
Oh yes, I heard about that. How much for it?
For such an item as this, I could not possibly let it go for under 5,000 gold pieces.
I couldn't see anything less. Is there anything? Oh, yes. I have the Eye of Arcane, my piece of Arcane Revelation, and I look over everything.
Okay. So you do the like, what are you doing? The detect magic?
Yeah.
Cool. Everything in his wares is lighting up like crazy. Make an Arcana check for me, just to kind of like see how much of this you can actually interpret.
Mm-hmm. Really good at those.
Okay, that's a 6.
Waste a second wind on it.
No? Okay. Yeah, like some of them are glowing like with different colors and some of them are brighter than others, but everything here, see, like this mask is one of the brighter glowing objects.
Mm-hmm.
Like the aura is more intense. Looking over, you do find another ring, or you find another item. You find a ring. Which isn't glowing as intensely.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a gold ring set with a shining amethyst in it.
And what does this ring do?
Ah, that ring will allow you to magically make someone like you more.
Oh, interesting. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Very well. Perhaps if there is something in particular you are looking for, yes?
Maybe something more combat-oriented
Weapons! Ah, right this way.
or physical. Not to say weapons, but something that would and maybe help with one's constitution or the like. Things that would help in physical combat or situations.
I see. Well, there is this, and he shows you a brooch, kind of in the shape of a stag. It's kind of it looks like tarnished silver and kind of like glittery jewels. This is quite a powerful brooch, also very rare and expensive, but perhaps it may be of use to you. With this, you may summon a celestial creature to charge your enemies and take out a whole swath of foes.
I don't think I have enough money for that either.
Very well. Well, let's see. What else can I possibly... do you have, I guess, a range that you are looking to spend in?
Decent amount.
A few hundred, I believe. I don't know how many works in this plane per se, but I have a decent grasp.
Well, I do happen to have one of these, and he holds up like a kind of a bag that's kind of tan colored, and it's got like a bunch of animals sewn into it, and it's very fashionable. It's fashioned like a messenger pouch, but it's got like all these animals sewn around it and like a little flap, and it's this tan color. With this, you can pull an object from it, and it will aid you in your endeavors.
Oh,
Yes.
how so?
Well,
Like, are there any, like, is there any sort of specific item that comes out of it, or is it just random?
Yes. I guess items is the wrong word. Creatures is more appropriate.
Okay.
Here, allow me to demonstrate. He puts on the bag.
Mhm.
And reaches it up and throws it. And you see he pulls out this little fuzzy. It's a little fuzzy lion that I'm sorry, not a lion. Like a little fuzzy hyena that he pulls out of the bag. It's like a little stuffed thing, and he kind of says, "And now watch this," and he throws it 20 feet. And then it kind of plops there for a moment, and then goes massive, and it turns into a giant hyena. This 10-foot tall, massive hyena starts cackling, and it kind of rushes up to him and like nuzzles him, and he pets it. He's like, "That's a good hyena. Sit, boy." And it just kind of sits, and just kind of like looks around and cackles at the guards, kind of like it's jeering them on, like challenging them to do something. The guards all like, "Ugh." And it's like, "Don't worry, he's friendly. It's fine."
Do only hyenas come out of there?
No, not at all. Any of the creatures stitched upon have an equal chance of coming to your aid.
And how does the stitches work? Do they never come back if the creature gets hurt?
They disappear if they are killed, or if they reach the next dawn.
Okay, so they're one-time uses.
Well, you can use it once a day, but you can pull a hyena one day and the next day, and then maybe another thing.
Okay. Tanner just wasn't sure if it was like that. Is it the rope of many patches or whatever? Or like one-time use?
Nope. Once a day, you can
Okay.
pull an animal out of a bag. That's basically what it is.
That sounds amazing.
Don't you know the pull the animal the bag thing?
How much for it?
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a squirrel out of my hat.
For this particular bag of tricks, this is 510 gold pieces.
Okay. No, I'm gonna save my money for the weapon enchantment. I appreciate it. I want to wait for a weapon enchantment, possibly. I do really like that item.
Well, if you change your mind, unless someone else snatches it up, I will have it.
So keep it in mind. Thank you.
Of
I'm done.
course. Meanwhile, Selenar, what have you been looking for? What has caught your eye?
The druid should have the animal bag.
He is looking at armor. He's trying to decide if he is willing to, because like canonically, druids are not supposed to wear any metal or things that are not like natural.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also almost died like 57 times. So he's essentially looking for masterwork, studded leather.
Don't forget,
like a
you can
vest.
also have a shield. You're a warcaster, so that'll also bump your AC.
That is true, and he doesn't. He usually has his staff in one hand and produce flame fireball in his other hand, so he might not.
You're a
consider
warcaster.
shield.
That doesn't matter. Warcaster allows you to do things like that with a shield and a weapon.
Very interesting. One moment. Still a noob at 5th edition.
Yeah, it's all good.
This is. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
But I'm just like that'll match.
Yeah, you
like a
do be
massive
true. You can
bump to
perform
AC.
somatic spells even when you have a weapon or shield in one or both hands. Okay, so
If it makes you feel better, I've just learned that I've been using Vex a little wrong this whole time, and I'm level.
I did just realize, just as that whole scene was happening, I'm here furiously looking through the monster manual because at level 8 I get Selenar can now fly he can now be an owl.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'd completely forgotten. Anyways.
Yay, level 8 druids can fly.
So he is looking for a leather or studded leather vest to replace his piece of shit from home. And maybe a small shield to strap to his fireball arm.
Yeah.
He doesn't really know about enchanted items, although he might be like, ooh, this looks really fancy. What is this?
Yeah.
What does this do?
Yeah.
He's essentially trying to not die.
Right.
A noble cause.
Yeah.
That's generally a really good goal to have.
Not that Andra would know anything about that.
Well, with desert, well,
At first, you don't
with
succeed.
desert garb, like when he took his armor off and was wearing heat garb, he only had an 11 AC unless I cast Barkskin, which is good, but also takes a turn in a spell slot, which I don't want to do, so...
Yeah. You find in Quill's inventory, there is an armor that he's got. It's like a studded leather armor. It is decorated in aquatic motif. So it's got like fish and like shells and maybe a dolphin or a shark kind of stitched and patched, printed into the leather. It's kind of a bluey green, like the color of the ocean.
Does it have shark and crab on it?
No.
Those are for boxers.
Yeah, so Selenar's looking at it. It even looks to be the right size.
What about a crab and shark?
What is the thing from Family
yes,
Guy?
yes, sir. I see your eyes have stumbled upon the mariner's armor. Very useful if you plan to be swimming at all. With this armor, you will be able to swim as fast as you could walk. And also, it helps you to survive underwater.
Well, survival's the name of the game for us all, isn't it?
Yes. For a mere 600 gold pieces, this wonderful armor can be yours.
Just spend the money. Spend the money, says Corvus.
Oh, Selenar he doesn't care about money, so he's like, I assume,
If armor
browse
is
the collection.
Yeah, if armor is not what you look like, I do have a few shields which you may be interested in.
That is true. I also don't have a shield. Very interested, although I won't have a hand, so it is more of a, something I can maybe strap onto my arm. My hands are usually busy when I need a shield the most.
Mechanically, there's no real difference between a buckler and a shield in 5e.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's for flavor.
It is for flavor.
Yeah.
RP-wise, I'm still envisioning Selenar has Fireball in his hand, throwing it like a baseball, but can go like this with the shield as necessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just letting you know that like you won't find like a buckler in there, but like shields. But he nods and he's like, something akin to this, and he brings you over to a shield that seems to be carved from some kind of like deep mahogany or ebony wood, like it's a deep reddy black wood. And it seems to have no nicks upon it whatsoever. And it is it's one of those shields where like it goes over your hand, but your fingers are still free, and it just kind of covers your like fist, and then straps lower onto your forearm.
He tries it on.
It fits.
Very useful in a pinch. What's the price tag on this piece of fine work?
For this 475 gold. It is magical. It offers extra protection.
Would you do the shield and the vest for 1,000 flat?
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, I think he will.
A natural 20. He looks at you, looks around, and you know, Lunine having just like not bought the bag, he's like, for 1,000, both may be yours, good sir.
A fair deal for what is gold to a dead man.
Not much, but to the person who
Right.
finds his corpse, everything. But you won't need to worry about that now that you have such good armor and shield. You
Where
will
did you
not.
get these wares?
You will not need to worry about such things.
He pays.
You may add a +1 shield and a set of light mariner's armor to your inventory. If you can't find those, let me know and I'll add it to you. Corvus, you are also looking for armor?
Correct.
Cool. It does come down to a question of price.
Does it? What are the options then? Who's asking the question?
The DM is telling the player, like, if you want something like extra,
I need to give you a price range?
No. I'm telling you, like, if you want something extra fancy, cool, magical, it's going to cost a lot more. If you want something a little less fancy magical, it'll cost less. If you don't want anything magical, it costs a lot less.
At the risk of just pissing off this guy who is trying to make a buy, I'm willing to hear lower tier super awesome magical, but probably just going for regular but better than I have armor.
Okay. Yeah, he's got
I did just give that other guy 25 more than I should have after all.
yeah. I mean, he's got, you know, he does have like just where the hell is it? Sorry. Are you gonna do this for me? Thank you. Yeah, he does have a set of +1 studded leather armor, but it is extremely expensive. It's like 4,000 gold.
Interesting. Well, that I cannot do, as we all know. Wow.
Yeah, magical armor is like very, very rare.
What does it do? It's just +1. That's what the magical part is.
Yeah, so it would be studded leather armor, but you'd get an additional +1 to your armor class bonus.
Okay, so basically it would bump me 2 points because the studded is already giving me a 1 over my worn leather, I think.
Right.
If I'm understanding it correctly. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough. But no, I don't have $4,000. I don't even have 1,000 anymore.
Right. Let me see. There's also, let me just check this. Yeah, he's got this. He's got a bit of a studded leather that is it's kind of fashioned in a like a grayscale. Like it starts like black at the bottom, like midnight black at the bottom with the boots, and then as it goes up it fades eventually to like a charcoal gray up by the collarbone. So
I'm intrigued for style.
Yeah. But yeah. And like the studs like match the thing. So like the studs at the bottom are black and like the ones up around the collar are like more like gray colored.
Intriguing.
And Quill is like, yes, this is some studded leather armor that will make you lighter than air.
I mean, I must admit, that is...
It can help you get around very easily. Maneuver on the battlefield.
Yeah, that does definitely sounds like something I'd be going for. Now, just so we know where we're talking price-wise, where is this in relation to your exquisite armor that I started with?
Well, unlike that set of studded leather, this is still an excellent set and a wise choice for a battlefield combatant such as yourself, sir. But this one is easily 475 gold on the open market.
Copy that. Quest. I don't know if this is a role. Just question for like Corvus, who hasn't obviously gone armor shopping in a while, but like, does he know what this stuff would go for on the open market? Like, does he have any idea where this guy sits, already knowing that maybe these guys are marking up because they're in the palace?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Straight intelligence, huh?
Yep.
Of course.
You've never really like had the money to buy magical stuff before, so there's no way you would know.
Fair. I was actually like kind of I was like, oh, don't be so down on yourself, Mateo. You got a +4 to intelligence. Anyway, but this one's magical too.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Question
yes.
mark?
Yes, this is magical.
Oh, okay. So, like, sorry, gosh, forgive me. So, stepping outside of that, out of the character for a second. So, mechanically, how does that differ from the other magical set? Just so I understand.
So the other magical set would give you a bonus to your armor class, straight up. This doesn't
Gotcha.
do that. This lets you... This armor is going to make you more maneuverable.
Copy. I understood. Okay. Different magical property that is not AC related. But
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's essentially armor that will allow you to jump or float, that kind of thing.
Interesting. Okay. Definitely interested. Let me see one tier down, and then I'll make a decision. How's that sound?
Sure.
Like, what is a straight just set of like leather armor run? Like 100 gold?
Not even.
Where's this man?
Or,
okay.
It's 45 in the rulebook.
Yeah.
I only know because I literally just looked it up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So just so I know.
Yeah, studded leather is like less than 50 gold.
Gotcha.
He does have magical armor that is much less fun, or much that's more than what it's like it's a little bit more, but it's not as much like
not as fun. No, I'm not trying to make you go through like
no, he's got a set that is like it just seems to like dust won't stick to it. He says that like this armor will never get dirty.
Oh yeah, Looney, you should buy this.
Nereus had that last campaign.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his jacket.
Amazing.
No, his jacket never got clean or dirty.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Okay.
It also
All right.
never got wet.
Mm-hmm.
And he also from
Oh no, I did get wet at the end of the campaign.
From a box, he opens the box, and smoke kind of just billows out of the box. And it's odorless, and it dissipates very quickly, and he pulls a set of studded leather armor that is like ash gray and red. And he pulls it up, and it's just smoking. And like
That's just what it does.
Yeah, just these wisps of smoke just...
That is not entirely outside the realm of
sometimes
Corvus's like MO, but it is not
aesthetic.
Yeah, it's not his like always on aesthetic, unfortunately. And he does care about style a little bit, secretly deep down inside.
Yo,
okay.
I mean, that sounds pretty dope, to be honest.
It does.
It does.
All right, give me the price of that, just so I can like have one more thing to agonize over.
150 gold for this fine, smoldering armor.
That's it. But the other
Does it do anything special or just look cool?
It just looks cool. That's why it's only 100 versus 400 for the...
It looks fantastic. Not only is it stylish, but it is imbued with this smoke that makes you look intimidating. You threaten your foes on the battlefield.
Sure, but would the smoke not also give away your position if you were hiding?
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. So, unfortunately, I think
the smoke dissipates very quickly. It's impressive long up, but long a ways, you're not going to see anything. And you see that like the smoke does just like wisp off, but like when it's like 2 inches away, it's like gone.
I'm so torn because that is pretty cool. But what else am I going to spend my gold on? Might as well give me something that'll make me like super maneuverable, right? Okay. What was the price of that? The armor that was like gradient from black to like gray at the top?
475 gold.
475 gold. All right. Running out of cash. But I would like to not waste your time, and I'd like to go home with something. Could I give you 450 for this?
Make a persuasion check.
Wonderful armor.
19. Very nice.
I'm so nervous. I've already hit my first one today. I was like, oh.
Okay. He looks at you. That is a solid question, my good sir. However, given the rarity of the item, I really must insist on the final 25 gold. But, to sweeten the deal, I will throw in a handy-dandy pouch. And he brings out a pouch that is branded with his logo. Good for coins, jewels, or what have you.
I'm dead. I love it.
I'm not sure the pouch really impressed me very much. I'm so sorry.
Eleanor puts 25 gold on the table.
Give me the pouch.
You can have the pouch if you're gonna pay for it.
I don't need the pouch, but we need to not die. And money is immaterial.
Fine.
So
I'll
funny.
put down the remaining. What was the
Okay.
remaining pricing?
450 from Corvus and 25 from Selenar.
Hilariously, I have exactly the amount of money that I had before we got paid.
Great.
I now have 8 gold.
I've
So-
spent all of the things we got paid.
Hey, that's good. What good is gold if you aren't alive to spend it?
That is true. Well, this pouch is yours, Eleanor. It looks nice.
Is it a nice pouch?
It is a nicely made pouch, and it's a feathered quill on top of a table.
Fancy.
Like, that's the logo stitched
Cool.
onto it in, like, gold thread.
I will take it, hoping for a fun RP moment later to use this pouch.
You can add a
Good
quill
sense.
on the table branded pouch to your inventory. And Corvus, I don't think you can add it yet, so I might have to add it for you, but you can add an armor of weightlessness to your inventory.
Okay.
I also can't find Mariner's armor. I didn't
Okay, great.
buy the whatever.
Yeah, I will add it to your things here. Andra, as all this is
Yo!
going down, you're talking with Sinjay about spell components. What are you looking for?
Yes. I really desperately need a quantity of good incense.
How much you want? That's not his voice. How much are you looking for? I have a lot of it.
How much do you have? I'm looking for incense for spells specifically, not just because it smells pretty.
Well, I assume so, as you are speaking to me and not the perfume merchant. For what
Just saying.
what castings, what spells are you looking to cast?
Find familiar.
Very well. Yes, I have the appropriate amounts. How many castings worth would you like?
10.
Very good.
Great. I would love to buy 10 things of incense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He brings out they're little, like, those incense bars. He wraps 10
Uh-huh.
he wraps 10 of them up in papers. What else would you require?
Do you have any ink for copying spells?
Of course, yes.
I would also
Do you have a color
I would
preference?
also
I have black, blue, or red.
let's stick with black.
Very good. Okay.
Very good. Why are we doing this now? There we go. Great. Fabulous. And great. Just a bottle of ink, I think, is plenty.
Anyway.
And my other question is, do you have any spell scrolls, perhaps?
I do have some. Yes. Do you have a spell you are looking for in mind?
I have a few in mind. I also have a couple of scrolls that are of no use to me if you are interested in buying them.
Perhaps, depending on what they are.
Very good. What I have is a problem with Roll20 that is not playing nice. There we go. That's better. What I have is this scroll of where did it go? Of Mage Hand and of Message.
Useful spell.
That I am looking to sell for a fair price.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm mostly looking for interesting spells. I have a few that I'm specifically interested in, but I suspect that they might be less common, and so really it's a question of what you have available.
Of course. By all means. Yes. So what spells are you looking for, I guess is the question.
I'm interested in Liamon's tiny hut.
Love that one.
Or vampiric touch, which is on brand for Andra as well as being useful.
Okay. You want tiny hut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Andra's over the sleeping intense bullshit.
Okay. He does have a scroll of tiny hut. And then it was vampiric touch.
Yeah.
Vampiric touch. And he also has a spell scroll of that.
What do you charge for these scrolls, good sir?
For the vampiric touch is much rarer, so it's about 700 gold. The tiny hut is 517 gold. But these spell scrolls you have, you said they were Mage Hand and Message. Those are both cantrips, right?
Yes, correct.
I would be willing to knock 50 gold off the price for these two cantrip spell scrolls.
Very good. And I owe you 100 gold for incense, I believe. And how much was the ink?
50 gold.
Great. Fabulous. So, 100.
Being a wizard's expensive, y'all.
I know. 100 for incense, and the ink and the cantrips balance each other out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to delete the cantrips and sell them to him.
Yep. He trades you them for the ink, essentially. So that's fine.
Yeah. That is... delete that. And... Message. Delete that. Fabulous. And what does that leave me at?
If you wanted them both, it would be, I believe it was 600 and 517, so that's 11,017 gold. 1,117 gold.
Right. I'm doing conversion because not all of my gold is in gold at the moment. But that's
How much electrum do you have?
I do not have electrum. I have some platinum, but not nearly enough.
One platinum is worth 10 gold, so that's a good
Yes.
thing.
Correct.
It's all in increments of 10.
Yes. Yeah, I don't have that much platinum. I think I will purchase the vampiric touch from you and perhaps forego the tiny hut for now.
How much for the tiny hut?
I'm sorry?
How much would the thingies for the tiny hut?
517 gold.
Right. I would need another 150 gold, essentially.
If you proposed it to Lunine, you would be on board.
You guys want to sleep in a hut instead of in tents?
That sounds
If
nice
someone-
for bad weather.
If
Well,
someone
Lunine
would
will give you 150 gold.
Fabulous. In that case, I would gladly take both.
Okay. You may add a spell scroll of Tiny Hut and a spell scroll of Vampiric Touch to your inventory in exchange for all your monies and some of Lunine's.
Yes.
Basically.
Essentially, yes. It was 1,200. You said total was the
1117.
Sorry, 1117. Right. You did say that. Great. Perfect. Delightful. And I am adding scrolls. Scroll.
Great.
Spell scroll.
You all have completed your purchasing, and the merchants pack up their wares, and you have all these glorious new things involved. And as they depart the palace, we're going to take a quick little 5-minute break. So we will be right back after this. Thank you, Ives Got It, for hanging out with us. Thank you, NYC Zom, for resubscribing. We'll be right back after this short rest, and we'll see you in 5 minutes. Hello, everyone. We are back. Thank you for sticking with us. All right. So, you have all purchased your various equipment. Is there anything anybody else wants to accomplish or purchase in this time here? You've essentially got a couple days to like do whatever. You've got to figure out what you're going to wear. The Raja has given you all access to his tailor to get your drip for the ball sorted out. So that's good. Lunine.
I'm sure I bought some tailored drip last time.
Yeah. Those were
Andra,
those were nice, but like this is different. Like as someone of noble lineage, you would know that like what you bought was good for like going out and like being seen, but this is you are guest / the cause of this Chuuppin ball, and you are staying at the palace with the Raja. Like you are supposed to look good.
Okay, is this outfit on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's styling you all.
Andra needs to spend some quality time copying these scrolls into her spellbook.
Yeah.
Now that she has plenty of parchment. For some reason, she was low on ink. She has inking parchment, and just needs to devote the time.
Yeah. So you begin that process. Selenar is copying his journal over. You don't know where Ozo or Justin are at the moment. Corvus, what are you up to?
Corvus. I don't rightly remember if the last time I was here. I don't know if I had the time to do the Corvus thing that he loves to do, which is go find the graveyard. Maybe I did. I spoke to some dead people in a town, in a city. Is it here? I don't remember, but I might do that anyway, just to like get out. That's the thing he does anyway, and he's got this new armor that perhaps he can like go somewhere secluded like a graveyard, try it on, and maybe like start to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And he's putting off shopping for the ball because he is less enthused than some of his more social counterparts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So you go off to do that. Lunine, you receive a message from a page girl. Little dark-skinned girl with very long braids to kind of come over her shoulders. She hands you a little message, and it indicates a time and a place within the palace. And it's not too far off.
Okay.
Yeah. So the time comes, you go to the appointed location. It's kind of like a little mini amphitheater. It seems like it's just sort of empty at the moment. And you see some guards kind of standing off to either side and sitting in like a little chaise lounge, drinking a cup of something, maybe tea or coffee or something, is the Raja. Ah, my friend Lunine. Welcome. What is it you wanted to see me about?
Ludine will bow. I just come to discuss the events that happened with House of Smoke.
Oh, that vile traitor, yes, what of it?
So, I told you that his correspondence was with people from my home city.
Yes.
I don't know the extent of what his discussions with them were. However, as of right now, the things between me and my home aren't great.
Hmm.
One would like to thank you for your hospitality because I've been circumstances of me leaving the Fey realm were sudden, and I don't know what kind of response might come back, what kind of conversation they might have been having any further. So I just want you to be ready because my people are known as the of the Wild Hunt. They're very strong warriors.
I see. But I'm sorry, is this Crimson River an official branch of your military?
No, they are a mercenary company that takes people who don't necessarily follow orders very well, or like to the more violent ones, more or less.
I see. Well,
They've apparently started a process of taking over my kingdom.
that is troubling. You think this is a coup d'etat of some kind? A forceful takeover? This mercenary band is invading your homeland?
I don't know if it's a coup, that much certain, but somewhat my father's murder is basically blamed on me, and I have no way of getting back to prove otherwise at the moment. I want to find out what happened myself. But yes, they are trying to more so take control of my home.
Who is the overall commander of this mercenary band? Is there such an individual? Or is it run by a group of warmongers of some kind?
No, there is. Let me just look in my notes for the name. Got it all here somewhere. Here we go. Baron Orta.
And this Ortas, you think he is making moves on your familial throne, as it were?
Well, by law in my city, only someone of rare blood, someone who can turn, is fit to rule. I am not able to. I am different than my people, though I am born of the current duke. So I was to be wed to him, and thus he would take the throne.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I understand. You are the son of the current duke or the murdered duke?
Yes, I am the heir.
I see. But your father, who was the duke, is dead.
Apparently, yes.
And your mother?
She died due to childhood complications.
So there is currently no one acting as a regent in your homeland.
My more or less stepmother is taking.
So your stepmother is holding power at the moment. You are, according to your admission, unable to inherit by laws, but were supposed to marry Baron Ortas?
Yes, and thus he would inherit.
and he would inherit. And so you think his movements, and has he tried to recover you, his minions or some kind?
They wanted to bring me to face justice.
It seems to me that if you are accused of murder, but are also to be wed to him, then if you are found
feel
guilty
there's
of and
more
killed by
going
this
on.
murder, then he would be ruining his own chances for advancement to dukedom. You see? There must be a piece there is missing.
Right, which is why I feel I would need to get home to figure it out, because I can't really figure things out from here.
Understood. Do you have any allies, or are you all on your own? By which I mean, do you have any friendly people back in your homeland? Is there perhaps a noble house that owes allegiance to you or your father specifically? An old romance partner of some kind?
No, my personal guard, him, and I would assume that his direct family is fairly loyal to us. But I haven't been able to get in contact. I'm not connected to the magical pipe.
Your personal guard. Is this some squad of a few hundred individuals, or do you mean one individual?
At least half a dozen that I can fully say I would trust. Some others were rotated out. Well, in and out, rather.
I see. So you have this small elite group that you feel you can trust.
Mm-hmm.
But you are unable to really discover what else is gone, since you are on a very different reality of existence.
Yeah.
I can see your dilemma, Lunin. As a fellow governor of Populous, the stability of power is important. The Merchant Council elected me Pasha, or elected me from the Pashas to rise to the rank of Raja, because I know a good deal when I see one. I can spot subterfuge, lies very proficiently.
Mm-hmm.
When you tell me this story, when I look at you, I do not see deceit in your heart. So I ask the question, what do you want from me by telling me all of this information? You have given up a very large bit of leeway at the moment by claiming that these individuals want to bring you to justice for the murder of your father, but that you can also not inherit the throne, thus saying your nobility and succession are questionable at best.
Right. I mean, if I can, I would love to change things. There is a fair amount of unfair treatment at home as to those who are not lycans. But I just feel you may have been inadvertently dragged into this now. Because they know I'm on this plane. They've been in contact with someone from your city.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I can tell you...
I wouldn't ask you to back me directly, but... I mean, if I'm able to get any headway into this...
What I can tell you, Marquis, is that these Crimson River sought information to attack and destroy and perhaps kill my city and my populace, my people. What the Marquis Lunin has done is enable me to counter that and to stop the leak of this sensitive information. This tells me that my people are better served with the allyship of Lunin Dusklight than with the Crimson River. Their motives I cannot fathom, other than perhaps conquest in and of itself. I think it is imperative that you return to this fey realm of yours. I think it's important you do so after the Chuuppin ball.
Oh, I wouldn't think this other way.
I think for the safety of Madnat and for our continued interest in mutual aid and survival and friendship, with the understanding that if you do come into your dukedom, that we will continue this relationship. I will make some discreet inquiries as to ways to access this realm of yours.
You would have my greatest appreciation.
I'm sure I would. But to be quite honest, it would be benefiting myself as well, for if you to remove this Crimson River and this Baron Ortos from the table, I need not worry about them threatening my city. So I would like
part is the least I can do.
I would like to play the altruist, but let's be real, I am looking out for myself and my people as well.
Of course.
I do not know the customs of your people. The propensity of were folk in your, admittedly in your ranks, is somewhat disturbing. But if you can regain control and somehow find a way to alter the rules of your society to allow you to maintain that control, well, so much the better for me, I believe.
Yes. I would like to believe the majority of my people are fairly noble. We have a very good reputation among the Summer Court, but that could change as all things.
Are there any other individuals of import that you could perhaps tell me about that might relate to this matter in any way? You have your Baron Ortas, you have your deceased father and this stepmother. Are there any and your captain of your personal guard?
Yes. I'm blanking. Thessaly Grassdrop? Thessaly?
Thessaly.
Thessaly.
And she is whom?
The lieutenant, someone who escaped from the bandit group in the desert through
This
mirror.
was their commander in the field.
Yes.
I see. Very well. Well, I think I will look into these things for you. And I think it's best if you inform your companions, assuming they will be joining you, that in a few days' time after the Chuuppin ball, you will be departing for a very strange place.
Strange to them.
As such.
But I also think, optimistically, I feel like you would enjoy our realm.
I do enjoy the occasional whimsical thing, it's true. And certainly, by all means, feel free to bring me back a souvenir of some kind.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, I won't take any more of your time.
Well, I will look into this matter.
Thank you.
And you depart this meeting with the Raja. Excellently done. Meanwhile, Corvus, you've slipped away and made your way up to a graveyard. You've kind of like sussed your way out. It's not hard for them. The graveyard here is much different than other graveyards you've visited before. Because of the nature of the desert and the shifting of sands, like burying corpses is not really a practice they do here. Most people are cremated. And then markers are left, and sometimes those markers are contain the ashes, or the like ashes might be buried within it. So it's really more, it's less of a graveyard, more of like a memorial kind of area. But you're up, you're walking around. You have donned your armor. Yeah, and in the time it took for you to get up here, I think you could have attuned to it, if that is your desire.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we waiting on me?
So you are in your armors. I can't remember this one. Yeah. And you should have it in your character sheet if you want to look at it.
I shall. Let me reload. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Inventory. Oh, that also means I can put on the goggles of night, finally.
Well, you don't have those yet.
Ah, yes, you're right. I'm so sorry. Armor of weightlessness. Here we go. Excellent. Very cool. 5 charges. While you wear it, you can use a bonus action to expend 1 or more charge to cast one of the following spells from the armor targeting yourself. Jump or levitate, which takes 2 charges.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, and it expends, it regains 1d4 plus 1 charges at dawn. Okay, cool. Good to know. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, so, as these things go, I don't know if Corvus is necessarily aware of what it does mechanically, but he knows that it allows him to move a bit more easily, I guess. So perhaps he will. I'm almost envisioning him doing some like playful, light, sort of like parkour around just to sort of like get a feel for it, basically. Like he knows how his old armor moved, patched up though it was. Certain edits were made to facilitate movement that he would like to do and sort of his like stance. So
Yeah,
he's maybe going through some of that.
yeah, this armor as you move, it moves with you in a way that your old armor, as comfortable and adjusted as it was, it never fits you like this. Like you put this on and like it just slips right on, slips right over you. Like all the clasps are just in the right spot. It's like it was made specifically for you, and you are someone who can change your shape. So this is new and exciting. Yeah.
I'm also realizing that I don't have my mask on, so I'm doing all this just I'm a new man.
Yeah.
Bare naked face.
Yeah, whatever face you want, you can have.
Good question.
Yeah.
This is
As you are kind of going through these movements, you go to do a kick flip, and without really knowing how, you kind of just will like a grander jump, like in a parkour thing, and you jump farther than you ever did. Your body becomes almost ethereal looking as your weight just kind of dissolves for a moment, and you have cast the jump spell for the first time, and you land a good 25 feet farther than you could have jumped previously.
Whoa.
Fancy.
It's insane. Of course, it's like I would like to imagine he like stands up and it's a superhero pose accidental moment, right? Like the whole joke they made in the when they finally did the Black Widow movie.
Mhm.
And he stands up and he's like, whoa. He looks behind him to be like, was it really that far? What?
Yeah.
I guess I should mark off one of my expended spell slots from the armor.
Yep, that's one charge.
One charge down. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Science.
Pretty much you like run 10 feet and then you jump and you get another 30 feet. For a minute, you are just like jumping 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet.
I am like, holy cow, combined. Okay, so his mind is racing. He's like, oh, but that was that thing I did when we got out of the cave, and he's going to try to use Misty Step now that he's been jumping around in this armor, to like just see what the potentials are for full on Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
Jump around.
You jump at the apex, you poof, bamf another 30 feet, and then finish the jump. And I just want to clarify, they've reworked the jump spell for 5.5.
Oh.
Because before it was a little confusing. Now, once on each of your turns, that lasts for a minute, if you spend 10 feet of movement, you can jump 30 feet.
So basically, I just need to get a running start, and I can...
Well, you don't even need a running start. You just have to mark off 10 feet of movement, and then you can just poof, jump 30 feet.
Gotcha. And then I would still have, in my case, another 30 feet of movement after the jump. It just costs 10 to go 30 is what... Holy cow.
Yeah. It costs 10 to go 30, and then that's just your movement. And then so, it's an action it is a magic action to cast the spell for the armor.
It's a bonus action.
Sure.
For the armor.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it's a bonus action off the armor.
Which is fair.
Which means you can cast it, jump 30 feet, move another 30 feet, and then on your next turn you could spend 10 feet, jump 30 feet, bonus action Misty Step, or bonus action dash. So like you are incredibly mobile now. And as that as that jump begins to wear off, you just think about, you feel it in you, like this jumping, and you think about being at that apex and the apex of those incredible jumps, and you cast for the first time, you cast another spell. You cast Levitate on yourself, and you begin to rise straight up off the ground. You rise 20 feet in the air, and you are just floating there. And you are like, oh god. And you have to think about it, but you are able to move yourself down and up. You can't move side to side, you find, but you can raise and lower yourself. And you are raising yourself up, and you feel like you have to concentrate on this. So it's a concentration spell.
Okay.
But you are thinking about what you want to do. You kind of float, and you float yourself down, and you run over to like a cliff face that's not too far off, kind of by the edge of the memorial area. And you're still concentrating, and so you step down and you float there, and then you kind of lower yourself down along the face, and you just kind of reach along, and you realize you can pull yourself along the horizontal axis, and still remain floating, and you can kind of push yourself off and float back up. And as you're kind of doing all this, you've kind of pushed yourself away from the wall, and you realize, oh, I can't get the wall. And you go to get your rope, and you realize the spell ends, and you're like, crap, I'm 50 feet in the air. And you slowly float safely to the ground.
Oh, it gives me feather fall too? What? I think Corvus at this point, at some point in this, maybe multiple times, is probably laughing in a giddy way, in a way that he maybe hasn't in a long time, to the point where he's like, oh shit, I probably look like a fool if anyone's watching me right now, and I really should shut up, because that's my whole thing. But is just kind of having a blast by this whole discovery. And his mind is like racing with like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh, yeah. This really opens up a lot of like...
Yeah. So you floated down safely to this like little memorial area, kind of down on the lower side of this little like cliff rise. And you're having a good time. You're thinking about all this stuff. You're laughing to yourself. And you turn around, and sitting on one of the grave markers is this burly half-orc woman. This like orcish woman with like big old tusks and like long kind of brown hair, and she's just kind of smiling at you, and she's like, nice.
Corvus will just go...
She's definitely making fun of you.
Corvus will give her like a cheeky wink and just go... And probably, it's sort of awkwardly, but trying to be cool, walk out of there.
She winks back at you.
Like,
she winks back at
like
you and just kind of like does that like little like hair throw back and kind of winks back at you.
Corvus still has game, apparently.
Corvus might still have game. Corvus, Matt is trying to decide if this is, and the scene closes on Corvus as he turns back to look at the burly orcish woman in the graveyard and fade out.
That's up to you.
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? This is Corvus's. Corvus is on a high right now. Let's take advantage of it.
Yeah, you go and approach her, and she smiles, and you begin having a conversation. And she thinks you are a very attractive young man.
Oh, I think Corvus is like, what face did I put on today? Oh well, it doesn't matter.
She's very forthright about it. She's like, you are one fancy, good-looking feather fallen person.
Well, I must say I'm pretty new to the feather falling, but I guess I can't help the looks. So thanks.
The laugh is nice too.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've laughed like that. Must be fortuitous day. Corvus says it right. I just can't.
Yeah, she stands up and approaches you, and she's a good head taller than you. And she's like, well, you should do it more often. I could make you laugh.
Oh, well. I challenge you then.
Well, I might need a few... I don't work well in front of an audience. I do happen to live not far away, though.
Say less.
She picks you up and kisses you.
Oh, Corvus is like, where was this private domicile you were mentioning?
Right this way. And she literally picks you up and carries you back to her home, and we fade out there.
There we go. Corvus is having a great day.
Yeah. All right. Eventually, Corvus returns to the palace.
He's limping a little.
Eventually, eventually meaning the next day, or eventually meaning in an hour or two.
In time for evening meal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
The old, ooh, I should go.
Yeah. Oh, my friends.
So if Corvus cares, her name was Camilla.
Corvus does care.
Yeah, her name was Camilla, and she is a tender of the memorial area. Like, she kind of like checks in on it every couple days to see if anything needs repairing or whatever.
She really is my type.
Yeah, her home was very brightly adorned with like all kinds of like fun little trinkets and like bright colored rugs and stuff. And a very comfortable plush bed. And she has all kinds of toys. And Camilla is very excited for the Chuuppin ball. And she hopes that you will save her a dance.
Oh, very good. Now I have to go.
Assuming you recover from the limp.
Yeah, exactly. Corvus is going to have to take lessons now.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so you all return or are at the palace. You all meet up. The evening meal occurs. It's a bunch of like heavily spiced lamb and meat dishes. There's like a vegetable like baba ganoush, hummus, like eggplant and that kind of stuff. There's also oysters. As the palace and Madnat in general does sit on the Bay of Pearls, so there are oysters farmed here or gathered here in high quantity. So there's some fresh seafood as well. Yes, Camilla collects all kinds of action figures. I've got it. What else could I have meant? She's got the full set of like heroic adventure people.
And apparently leaves them strewn on the floor for Corvus to step on.
She might have heard about the oh gosh, why am I blinking? The last set of heroes that we found that were undead and fought and saved. Never mind. Come back to me later. I was trying to do an Easter egg and I failed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I have to go lay prone. I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay. It's just
Sorry, buddy.
The nausea is really bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. Take it easy.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. All right. So, you all meet up. What would you all like to do now?
Having spent my afternoon copying scrolls and things, I would now like to spend some of my evening getting my idea back.
Yeah.
which I believe takes an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You re-summon Idea. He kind of, you burn a little incense bar, and eventually it swirls around, and then his little skeletal rat form shows up out of the ashes, and it's like, hello.
Idea, I've missed you so. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so sorry. It took me so long to find the necessary spell components. Apparently there's not a lot of incense for sale in the desert.
Did you throw something at me?
No.
I'm confused. You said you missed me.
I was sad that you're not present.
Oh, I was too. I think.
I hope not too sad. I hope it was not too terrible.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I shall have to make it up to you. Fortunately, we have a party to go to in a few days.
That is a good thing.
It might be. It might be fun.
Okay.
Excellent. I don't worry. I will make sure they design a perfectly good ball costume for you to go with my own.
A ball costume?
Yes. It will be fabulous.
You are going to put me in a sphere?
No. A ball in the sense of a dancing party.
Why would one word mean two things?
Because that's how words work.
That seems wrong.
I know. I'm sure they get extra pay for meaning so much.
Words get
But-
paid?
I was about to say, don't do it. He's gonna take it literally. Don't do it.
If they do good work, I believe they do. But that's not my responsibility.
I have not paid any words. I don't know how to do that. Are they
I
going to
don't-
be mad?
No, I don't think so. I think there's someone somewhere in the world. There's someone in charge of keeping track of what words are owed. We just use them.
So there is one person who listens to everything?
Probably several.
This seems
mean,
complicated.
The person would have to sleep sometimes.
Well, if they can hear everything, perhaps they do not need sleep.
Perhaps not. Perhaps we will have to see if we can find this person and ask them.
Very well. This is a new place.
Yes. We're actually back in Madnat, which we were in before. This is where Justin comes from. You remember visiting his hovel?
Yes.
And visiting the prison where our friends were. The good news is that nobody is in prison this time. And
wow. There were a lot of people in there before. Did they all get released?
no one we know is in prison this time. We have and all of our friends have been cleared of their crimes, and we are now in residence at the palace. It's very fancy.
Good.
Would you like to try an oyster?
Yes.
I will.
Is that the right answer?
It's entirely up to you. It's a food stuff. I know you don't really eat, but I believe you can taste things anyway.
I can?
I believe so. I don't know. Here, try one, and I will present him with a oyster on the half shell.
He looks at it, looks at you, opens his skeletal mandible, and just bites into it and kind of tears it out because it's like, oysters stick a little bit there. And so he pulls it out and he just kind of it's hanging out of his mouth on either side, and he's just kind of like, now what?
Swallow it.
He kind of like gets it all in his mandible, in his jaws, and closes it up, and it disappears. You don't see where it goes.
Great. How was that? Did it taste good?
Maybe. What is
Would you-
taste? And
Would you
how
like
do
another?
how do I know if I've done it right?
Did you enjoy it?
I don't know.
Well, then you don't have to have another one. I thought it might be fun.
The biting over and over again was weird.
Well, you don't have to do it again if you don't want to. I just thought you might like to try something new.
It seemed troublesome.
Okay, well then you don't have to have any more.
Okay. And he just kind of like crawls up and like sits on your shoulder.
Cool.
So you've got Idea back with you. Thraden walks in at this moment in time, as you have all finished your meal. He was not there for that. But he walks in and he's like, my friends. I apologize for my departure. I have been working with your civil vizier here in training some new attack forms to your local guards folk who may not know how to fight these Crimson River.
Oh, excellent.
I was very bored.
Oh, are they that bad?
No, sitting here in this posh palace is very boring.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I understand.
That's fair.
offense to Raja.
We're allowed to leave if you wish to see the rest of the city.
Yes, I saw some on my way to the training grounds with the vizier after breakfast this morning. It is a impressive location.
Justin grew up here, so he has a lot of things to see in the city. I believe that's where I assume that's where he's gone off to now, is to see some old acquaintances or something.
Very well. Well, my friends, I think I've had a long day. But I wish to tell you some things. Through the efforts that we've all made here, mostly you, I understand, but they have already changed their protective wardings along the city walls, and the towers are in process. They have a surprising number of wizardry here.
Yeah, I suppose that checks out.
I thought perhaps in a city this large there might be 5 or 6, but they seem to have a good 24 or so.
Oh.
Yes, there seems to be a lot of collection of that kind of study.
Yeah. The wizards I know are much more, well, much less put together, I guess. The Goblin Court is always looking for power, but generally those who seek it are distracted easily.
Fair.
But all that being said, as the only representative of the Goblin Court, I think it fair to state my purpose here. I agreed to accompany you here to guide you back to the Goblin Court. I understand that we have to wait for a few days, but then we should really get going. It is a long way back to the desert, and a long way back to the oasis and the passage beneath that hopefully will return us home. To my home.
Understood.
Right.
I bid you good night. And he kind of marches
Thank
off
you.
to bed.
Right. And I forgot we had to retrace our steps to go back with him. I knew we had to go with him, but for some reason I had forgotten it was back the way we came.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least we know the way now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have him. So, he's right. I mean, it is kind of strange thinking that we're going to go all the way back, but that is what we agreed to do. And it does seem that Lunine is, needs to get home to sort some things out. And I suppose we've seen him this far. So.
Fair. And I for one, don't have any pressing business elsewhere, so.
Well, of course, thanks for a minute. I suppose there is something I should be doing in Mananet before we leave. So, some business with cash, I'm afraid. But
You
other
need
than
to
that,
do
no.
something with the bell. You've been saying that for weeks.
Yes, you're right. And I'm going to look at Selenar. Thank you. Are you prepared tonight to assist?
Of course.
And just so Andres filled in, like, I'm going to sort of give them a very brief rundown on what happened. But basically, like, yeah, I couldn't quite get it off my person, and I want y'all to take it away from me when I sleep tonight. Also, good luck, because I'm probably jumpy.
You? Jumpy?
Corvus just shrugs.
I bet idea can help.
I trust whoever to sort something out. And Selenar knows right where to take it, I believe, once it is removed from myself. But I don't really know if I have anything further to do tonight, as it were. I think that this has been a very successful and full day, and I'm satisfied. So I suppose tomorrow I should think about attending this ball. Remind me, have we been provided clothing by the Raja, or are we to be fitted by clothing?
The tailor is coming tomorrow to fit us, I believe.
Oh, excellent.
There's a knock on the door.
Oh.
Or maybe tonight. We'll open it.
Who is he?
Hello?
An individual walks in, pale skin, long, flowing, silvery hair, kind of little bit pointed ears. This person obviously of elvish descent. And they walk in. Greetings. I am here to make appointments for tomorrow for your fittings. I am Theresiel.
Excellent. We were just discussing when would you like to do that?
Well, I am here to get any sort of design input you may have. And then in the morning we will begin the process of taking measurements.
How long per person do you need?
Well, that depends on how much you give me now.
Very good.
And she goes around with each of you and begins discussing like your what kind of like vibe you want, like what kind of like image you want to like cut, color preferences, what kind of like any like style preferences that you like, any like must-haves. And she takes all these notes down, which takes about maybe a half hour to an hour. And then she nods and departs.
Very good.
Okay. Well, that was easy, I suppose.
She was very pointed in all of her questions, and if you hemmed her hot, she'd be like, you really must make a decision, or else I will make one that will guarantee you look phenomenal, but you may not find as comfortable.
I think Corvus would relay that he would want to be comfortable. His general vibe is dark. That's pretty much it.
Okay. She takes that note.
He likes leather. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe I'm not.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding.
Great.
Andra would convey that she will require some pocket space.
Sure, yeah. All those kinds of
Um,
things you can definitely
and
put into the discussion.
and include a space and or coordinating outfit for idea.
Yeah. This is all going to be like quote unquote homework for you all. You all have to think about what
Fair.
your drips are going to look like.
Fair.
You all have to describe. You will eventually have to describe your outfits for the Chuuppin ball.
Oh, I have
no.
ideas. And idea. But I also have ideas.
Yes, you can look into research, like whatever you want. It can be as fancy as you want. I think since this is on the Raja's dime, there's no reason to be like, well, maybe something a little more mundane, but like, not everybody's as ostentatious as others are. So,
Sure.
the point of the Chuuppin Ball is to celebrate you all and show you off, but also to thank you for the work that you did in helping to secure the future of the city, which is nice. So it's a little Dead Ringer celebratant sort of thing. Meanwhile, after that, unless anybody has anything else to do, you all go to your resting positions. You all settle in for a rest.
Hooray.
Great, cool. As you all settle in, Corvus, you've got this plan. You've got this idea. This bell, like you forgot about it for a while, but now you're kind of worried about it because you had that discussion earlier today. So it's on your mind. Just make a wisdom saving throw for me.
What could go wrong? That.
Okay, great. Yeah, you're thinking about this bell. You get ready, you get into bed, and you go to sleep.
Okay.
Selenar,
Yes.
you do your trance, I assume.
Yes.
What do you do at the end of your trance? Like, you wake up before anybody else.
What's Corvus doing?
I mean, as far as you know, he's still asleep.
Yeah. So I do what I said I would do. I go rifle through his stuff.
Cool. Make an investigation check.
Does he get advantage because Corvus tried to tell him where he put it?
Sure.
Okay. I got the feeling that won't matter, but
No, it's a valid thing.
Investigation, you said?
Yes.
Double fives, which means double sevens.
Cool. You rifle through the pack exactly where Corvus said the bell would be, and it's not there.
I played a trick on you. I didn't mean to.
I would assume that the first 7 I didn't find it, and then I'm like, no, it has to be in here. And then with the second 7, I don't find it a second time, so I give up and go back to my journal project.
Okay. Yeah, it's nowhere to be found. And you go back to journaling. Everybody wakes up, completing a long rest. The dawn has come.
Woohoo!
Corvus, you had this plan. You check your pack, and the bell is there.
Yeah, once I see Corvus start to stir, I just tell him, I could not find what you asked me to find in your pack. It is not there.
Okay, Jared, is the bell where I told Selenar the bell was?
The bell is right where you always keep it. Yeah.
It's right here. I mean, it's where it's always been. Maybe I wasn't very clear earlier.
It
sorry.
was not there. Can I see it?
Yeah,
Read my hand out.
Yeah, he points to the bell, and you see it in his pack.
He puts his hand out.
I'm asking Corvus to hand it to me.
I will attempt to hand this bell.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
So one of these days I'll break free. Today is not that day.
You've known Selenar a lot for a few months now. He's trustworthy, but can you trust him with this thing? I don't know. I mean, how do you get out of this without insulting him? Like, it's a bad idea. At least in your pack, you know where it is, and everybody knows where it is, and it's safer if everybody knows where it is. He could put it anywhere.
Listen, says Corvus, maybe now's not a good time. We'll try the plan again tonight. This thing is clearly a little dangerous. I don't think passing it around is a good idea. I don't want you to sort of be afflicted the way I seem to be. You know what I mean? So we'll let it rest for now. I am sorry it didn't work, but perhaps keep trying, because I do need. We got to get rid of this thing somehow. It's just, maybe not here.
As you wish.
I would like to think that Corvus feels like there's some satisfaction that he played that off, maybe, but he's like, God damn it, something feels like it's not right.
Yeah, I think that confliction is a valid sentiment, because you had this idea, and now you're given this chance in broad daylight to enact the idea, but it doesn't feel right. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
What are the odds? Eventually, I'll score above a 7.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, you got a 9.
Oh, okay. I just have to break a 10, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, small goals. Well, that sucks. I don't know if Selenar leaves me after he says "as you wish," or if we stand there awkwardly for a moment.
Is everyone else stirring?
Yeah, everyone else is stirring awake. A knock on the door indicates that breakfast has been brought to you.
Oh, great. Selenar was about to ring the bell and ask for a plate of fruit and bread.
Yeah,
so
fruits, breads, meats, some little leftover bits from the night before that have been kind of turned into a scramble, for lack of a better term. There's some eggs with some meats and veggies in there. A bunch of tomato sauce with a couple of eggs floating in it, like a shakshuka. Very spicy little egg dish. Yeah. So breakfast comes and goes. And you all are requested to the Royal Clothier to begin
Excellent.
your fitting process. Throughout the day, the fitting process takes most of the day, like straight up just between all of you and getting your measurements honed in and doing all the stuff. It takes the better part of the day. We'll say mid-afternoon, you all begin to like kind of be let out from your, because there wasn't like one person was doing all of it. Each of you had like 3 people working on your stuff. And as soon as something is okayed by you, pretty much production begins immediately by a group of individuals. And you can see that there is magic involved. Like there's like a floating tape measure that like goes around and like measures you. There's like a person who has some magical ability with illusions that kind of like sketches and then like creates a little magical illusion of like how something will like drape off of you, or how something will or how you will like look in a thing that you've designed. So it's all very like fast paced. And by mid-afternoon, they've gotten everything they need off of you, and now they're just going into full production mode. But yeah. So is there anything left to do that you have a plan to do for the end of this day?
I think we've covered all the things that Andra wanted to do that took any time. She definitely has some solid ball ideas. But yeah, she has her idea. She has some new spells. I think she would like to look in her spell book and see if Fireball is still unintelligible.
Make an investigation check.
22.
It's like it's cleaned up a little bit, but it's still can't get your head wrapped around it.
All right, but it does seem to have gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She's going to if she can tell that progress is being made and that she just needs to spend more time studying it, perhaps, she will just let it be and, spend some time looking at it, but not stressing too much about it if she feels like progress is being made.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things. It's not like it has been removed from your spellbook. It's still there. It's not like it's been marred. Like there's not like spilled ink on the pages, and it's not blurred or run or anything like that. It's just you can't. It's like, you try to read the same paragraph over and over and over again, and you just can't get it in. Like you're trying to read a foreign language, and you just, what? Like over and over again. Like, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? ¿Dónde está? It's just stopping and starting in your head over and over again.
If possible, I will perhaps make inquiries at the palace. Why I'm at the plaza, I'm not sure. At the palace.
There's a plaza at the palace.
Sure. I will make inquiries of the palace if they have perhaps a magical teacher who has time to consult with me on the topic.
You make that request, and a little an older page, like probably early 20s, nods and rushes off to see if they can find someone to aid you. And as you all kind of like get back in your rooms, that's where we will end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for playing. I hope you had fun. Sorry Tanner had to lay down. Hope he feels better. I hope you all find some fun, cool outfits, because tomorrow night is the Chuuppin Ball.
Chuuppin Ball.
The Chuuppin Ball. There's a Fleminess to it. Chuuppin Ball.
Could you spell Chuuppin Ball?
CHUUPPIN
Oh.
Chuppin. Chuuppin.
Chuuppin. Ball.
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not how I've been spelling it in my notes at all. So
Yep.
much better.
Yeah, it's all good. Wonderful. Well done, everybody. Yeah. All kinds of weird little things. You've all acquired some fun new items, which is exciting. Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you, I've Got It, for being the best mod around. Thank you
Woo!
to Jay Travis for coming in, NYC Zombie. I think we saw Ari Boops as well tonight. So thank you all for being here, giving us a little lurk. We're going to go around, we're going to say our goodbyes. I'll figure out who we're going to raid, and we'll start our goodbyes with Selenar.
Oh, hello. I have been Jeff playing Selenar, who has a very introverted project these last day or two in game. I don't know what he's going to do about his fit for this ball. I don't know if he really... He personally doesn't care too much, but he has a history of trying to experience local culture, so I think he's gonna go for it. Who knows what that's gonna look like?
Presumably
it'll
the
be
royal
fun.
clothier can help.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. Anyways, the ball's gonna be a fun episode whenever we get to that.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, it's going to be
Anyways,
a grand
see you
old
next
time.
week.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Next up, we've got Corvus.
Hello, this is Corvus, and he has been played by Matt. And Corvus has canonically been less excited about the hooping ball as everyone else, but he understands that, the circumstance of it all. He will make his best effort to be there, and who knows, maybe getting fitted in some extra cool drip will help him, get in the mood.
And you've got at least one request on your dance card.
Yeah. That's true. That is true.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Matt. Then we've got Andra.
Oh, hey, that is me. I am Sarah. I have been Andra. She is very excited about the hoop and ball, and she's very excited to have her idea back. He's been missing for some time, and she's been very sad about that. So she is now stocked up on incense. He can die 9 more times, and she can get him back. Hopefully, by then, we will have found another city, and she can restock on the incense because she loves having her idea around. Also excited about learning a couple of new spells. And yeah, we are Nuuli Forged, and we have a YouTube channel where you can watch our previous episodes at your leisure. And you can follow us on social media and keep track of what we're doing next. And that's pretty much what I got. Okay, thanks, bye.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I have been your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I've been Jared. I've been playing everyone and everything else that isn't these folks, including Idea, who's one of my favorites, not gonna lie.
I adore Idea so much.
He's a lot of fun for me.
Good.
Kind of a special announcement, kind of a little after the fact, but, whatever. I was lucky enough to guest on the Grey Malkin Lane podcast, which is an X-Men podcast. The episode I was on, this is my first full character dive episode. I had been on to discuss, I'd previously discussed a Red Skull issue a couple months back. You can find that one. That's the Big Bertha episode on their podcast feed. The episode I just did was on the character of Black Box. It's currently up on the Patreon for Grey Malkin Lane. So if you want to listen to that, hop over there. It's it's $3 a month, and I think right now there's a 33% off thing. So I think you could actually get it for $1.50. or 60% off or whatever it is. So you can like join for a month, listen to the episode or not, whatever. But we had a good time and we got to discuss the really interesting character of Black Box, who has not been used very much, but is always kind of interesting and like has a lot of like fun ideas that hop in. Anyway, that's a little plug. So if anybody has any interest in X-Men or mutant characters or anything like that, hop over to Grey Malkin Lane. Chad's a great guy. He's the host. It's cool. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead. We're going to raid Link's Tomy C. They are playing some D&D over there. And we will see you next week here on Twitch at 7 p.m. Twitch.tv/Nuuli Forged, which is the 20th, I think? No, the 23rd days. I don't have a calendar anymore. I used to have a calendar right there. Anyway, that's it. Thank you all so much for being here. Be safe, be kind, don't be horrible, and be aware of what's going on in the world and on our own front lawn. So thank you all very much, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.